This tutorial is about stencil text intro motion graphics in After Effects. As you've seen, I have my text layer ready in my composition. So first of all, I'm just going to select my text layer, right click on that, go into the create and click on create shapes from text over here. So it will hide our text layer and create a new layer with the text outline layer, which now become a shape for us. Now what I will do, I will open that outline layer, go into the add, select the offset path option, or we are just add that offset path animation on our outline layer. Then go into the offset path and give the key onto the amount property. Now select again an outline layer and press U, and then again press shift and S, so it will open a scale property of our outline layer. Give the key onto the scale property, jump ahead about almost 30 frame, and give the key onto the scale property again and increase the scale something like that it will cover our composition something like this. And then what I need, I don't need any kind of blank space over here. It will cover with this pink shade or the text outline layer. So for that I will use the amount property. I will change the amount property almost like a 60 over here. So now you can see that it will cover whole our composition. Now what I need, I am just going back 10 frames, so shift page up, and I will offset my scale key, last scale key over here. Now select both the properties, linear key, press F9 and convert it into the easy ease keys. Jump into the graph editor. Now you can see this is my speed graph. Select the speed graph and edit something like this. Now come out from the graph editor. Now what I need, I want to create one shape layer which we are going to punch out our animation property from that. Okay, let's go ahead. What happened, man? Okay, it's going good. So the animation is getting reversed somehow. So let's open the property over here. The scale, okay, we have to change the scale over here. So it should be the 100 over here. Sorry, Control Z. Here I have to change the scale property, which is 100. And starting it will be the good enough. We have to change it again. So I'm just going to make it, maybe somehow I have made the reverse something like that. Okay, and let's make the value over here. It is the 60. Okay, good enough. And then coming out, and it's over here should be the 0 value of the amount. So now it's good enough. Okay, so now you can see that it's going good over here. Let's change, check our graph edits also. Okay, let's select again the graph and let's change the graph. Okay, it's good. Now it's good. Now what I need, I want to create a one shape in which we want to create a text stencil effect. So I'm just going to select my rectangle shape tool and going to draw a rectangle shape something like that into composition. Now let's align into the composition, center align to the composition. Now select the pen behind tool and move the anchor point of our shape tool something like over here. Okay, it's good enough. Now what exactly I need, I want to animate the scale property of this. So first of all, what I will do, I will just going to trim this layer from over here, and let's open the scale property of that, give the key on that, and remove this link and change the scale value into the X property. So it's something like this over here. Let's jump ahead at 25 frames and give the key value almost like 100 over here. Back to the 100. Now select this, press F9, jump into the graph editor and change the graph something like this over here. Now what I will do, I will just going to trim this layer which is our outline layer. So 1, 2 and 3 frame I am going ahead, and what I will do, I am just going to trim this layer from over here, Control Shift and D, so it will cut out from over here and remaining part should be shifted onto the new layer something like this, which is the outline 2. Let's give the name to our shape layer, which is a stencil shape for our text layer. So now what I will do, I will just going to drag that layer below over here and outline layer also shift to over here. Now what I need, I am just going to apply our outline layer as a alpha inverted matte on our stencil shape. So what is going to be happen, you can see that it's showing something like this to over here when it's starting to animate. As it's starting animated, what I need, I want to animate our vlog outline to layer also. So I'm just going to select the position property of this, going to key on that, page down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 frames. Go ahead, give the position key over there and open our title action safe and shift our vlog outline layer something over here with the help of the position property. Now select both the keys, press F9, jump into the graph editor and change the graph again, similar like this. So that's done. So now what is going to be happen? It's something coming like this with like a transition you can use, and then it's coming going like something over here. So it's good enough for us. Now what I need one more text over here. So I'm just going to select the text tool and going to type over here, which is the food. RECEIPE, and I'm typing the recipe over here. Let's align the text something like over here. Let's change the position of this text, and I'm going to shift it something like over here. And from this, I'm 1 2 3 4 5 frame. Go ahead, give the key onto the position. Let's come back again. 25 frames. Sorry. Okay, page up. Okay, 25 frames ahead and give the position, and let's change the position of our food recipe layer something like over here. Okay, now let's select both the keys, press F9, jump into the graph editor, and again I'm going to change the graph something like this. So our stencil text intro motion graphics is almost ready. Now I want to create the outro also, because this title is staying for a while into the screen and then it's go out from the screen. So for that, what I will do, I want to trim this layer also. So 1 2 and 3 layers, food recipe layer, select and trim it from the left side. So now let's jump over into the last key and paste down, and 1 2 3 4 and 5 frames I will stay over here and give the key onto the food recipe position property and also onto the stencil shapes scale property. Then jump ahead on 20 frames and change the position property for the food recipe over here. So I'm just going to drag it out from the composition onto the left side, and stencil shape scale value on this frame will be the 0 now. Now let's go ahead 5 frames, 1 2 3 4 and 5 frame, and let's offset the stencil shape scale property over here. Now let's select both the keys over here for the stencil shape and change the graph something for over here also. So guys, I have always come with the new ideas for you, for which you never want to use any kind of plugin or templates, or even you don't need any kind of high-end PC, so which is really very useful for any kind of artist. So you must have to do the like, subscribe, and also you have to comment how much you found useful my tutorials, so it will be inspiration for us also. So let's see our final animation, how it is going to be look. But before that, I want to make some change about our, so give it a better look to our stencil text intro. So what I will do, I'm just going to open stencil shape, go into the rectangle path, and I'm just open the size link over here and change the size over here into the y-axis. So now you can see that it's look more better. Let's make it a little bit more smaller. So now it will look more better over here. You can see that it's looking really good. So now let's see our final animation over here, guys. So you can see that it's looking really beautiful text, stencil, intro motion graphics and outro motion graphics. So again, like, subscribe and comment. See you next time. Goodbye.